There are so many designer fragrances on the market, but how many of them are worth it? You know, so many of them out there. But are they worth it? Worth your money, your hard-earned dollar? Not all of them are worth it, but I tell you something. There are some that are absolutely worth every penny you spend on them. I have a bunch that I want to share with you that are so worth every penny you spend on them. Stay tuned. Hi my lovely people, welcome back to today's fabulous fragrance video. In this video, I am going to share with you some of the designer fragrances from my massive collection of over 400 fragrances. I keep saying that, I haven't counted lately. It could be well over 500, I don't know you guys. And by the way, stay tuned, that long-awaited collection video is coming, I'm working on it. So yeah, it's coming. Just subscribe to my channel, ring that notification bell right down there below this frame so that you will not miss it. You will not miss any of my fabulous content. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. But anyway, as I was saying, I have selected a bunch of designer fragrances from my massive collection of niche and designer fragrances that I think are so worth every last penny I spent. And I want to share them with you. And you guys, I did the niche version of this video just a few days ago. I will link it down in the description box. Make sure to go down to the description box. That's where everything is, all the discount codes, the best places to buy these fragrances, everything I'm speaking about in this video will be linked down there. That's where everything that you need to know, down there in the description box. Okay, let me start. I was actually surprised by how many designer fragrances that I actually picked up for this video from my collection, because I did the niche version of this video, right? And I was sure that I had more niche fragrances so worth the money than the designer fragrances, but I was shocked to see that the designer ones gave the niche ones run for the money. I'm almost sure that I have more designer fragrances here than I did have niche. I think I had like 22, 23, something like that in that video. I believe I have like 25 here. I don't know, I haven't counted, okay? Because I don't count fragrances when I pick them up, because I just like to do all of them that are worth the money instead of just like rounding it up to a number that looks good, you know what I mean? So should I start with something new? Yeah, I think I should start with something new that I just picked up. This is from a very popular fragrance line, designer fragrance line. It is of course a Valentino Donna, born in Roma. You guys all know the originals right here. I have it. This is very popular. It's a gorgeous vanilla fragrance. Vanilla is very forefront, has jasmine and all these beautiful notes. But yes, this is worth the price too. But I tell you something, what I think are worth every penny are these two from this line. So this is the Intense or the intense version of this one right here. This one, you guys, has a bucket of vanilla, but this also has loads of amber, which is always so sexy. Of course, the jasmine is there just like in the original. Loads of vanilla, like I said, like more vanilla than the original. But there's something in here, you guys, that almost smells like makeup, right? Like a sweet smelling, expensive, like Guerlain face powder, something like that, you know? I wouldn't say lipstick per se, because there's something else in this video that I'm going to tell you about that has that lipstick vibe, but this I think has more like of a sweet, like vintage face powder kind of vibe. Huge amount of vanilla, so pretty. I absolutely adore it. And you guys, the latest release in this line, this one right here, Valentino Donna, born in Roma, pink. This one is even more fabulous. Oh my gosh. This would actually be a fragrance Barbie would wear, you guys. This is very much reminds me of Barbie, not just because of the packaging of the bottle, but the juice actually smells like something Barbie would wear. I mean, this is so girly, so feminine, dripping with femininity. If you want to smell absolutely feminine and sweet and gorgeous, and men love this fragrance, okay, on women. And this has all that original DNA, the jasmine, the bucket of vanilla and everything, but there is something like little bubble gummy, but not like smack you in the face kind of bubble gummy, but like a very subtle, sweet bubble gumminess. And I'm gonna assume it comes from tuberose. I'm gonna assume that there's tuberose in here a little bit, but not your typical like artificial super bubblegummy tuberose. It's very subtle and beautiful, blended with the jasmine. I think that another thing that really makes this more beautiful than the others even is like the large amount of syrupy mandarin orange that's in here that complements the orange blossom in this fragrance. This one, I think more the jasmine is downplayed in this. It's like that orange blossom with that mandarin, blended with the mandarin and the slight bit of tuberose, which I am almost 99% positive in here, that are shining through more. And they're giving it a little bit of that Barbie vibe somehow. I don't know how to explain it. Sillage is amazing, last a long time. Both of these, actually original too. So worth every penny, you guys. Go get it. It's limited edition, the pink one. I've talked to you guys like a million times about this fragrance. So I am actually bringing the originals with these, although I'm actually recommending the flanker, but I just want to show you the original as well. But here's the flanker that I'm recommending. This one is Viktor and Rolf Bonbon Couture. You guys, this is the one that is best from this entire line. You guys know the originals right here. It's also really, really gorgeous. Caramelly, sweet, gorgeous fragrance. But this right here, you guys, has a layer of sort of refinement to it from the white tobacco in here. That I think is what elevates this fragrance. This, as you know, has loads of caramel, this fragrance. White florals in here. But what shines there's something sultry about this one. I think it's because of the white tobacco in this fragrance. This is a huge compliment getter. Sillage for days, projection unbelievable, compliment getter because people can actually smell this. Nighttime fragrance that I absolutely love. Do love the original as well, but I love the flanker more. I have done so many videos on my channel about this fragrance line. This is a luxury designer fragrance line. Every single fragrance from this line is worth every penny. But I want to keep this video short and also only give, you know, a couple of fragrances from a particular brand without, you know, any brand overwhelming this video, you know what I mean? So just for that sake, I picked just a few, 3 actually, from this line. Of course, I'm talking about Christian Louboutin's Loubi World fragrance line. Oh my Lord. Every fragrance in this line is absolutely just perfection, from the bottle to the juice. Very beautiful. I mean, it, in my opinion, puts even Chanel away, you guys. I know, like, there are so many people who are so hung up on vintage fragrances, like vintage this, vintage that. Yeah, I believe Chanel is really good and it's, you know, been around 100 years and all that. But sometimes you gotta move on to, you know, it's not like better things aren't made now, right? There are. I mean, I don't want to be like a brand. I don't want to say the word that's usually used. I don't want to like a luxury brand just for the brand name. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this is worth every penny, even though this is a luxury brand too, but this is worth every penny. This is Christian Louboutin Loubi Rouge. You guys, this one, oh, it's the most gorgeous, gorgeous, sexy, spicy vanilla that screams feminine allure. You know, this has a little bit of cardamom in the opening that really brings that spice to this fragrance. loads of vanilla and a hint of powdery femininity, sophistication from iris, a little bit of woodiness. It's a beautiful fragrance. The inspiration for this fragrance was cabarets in Paris, you know, for Christian Louboutin. That was the inspiration, and I can so see that in the juice. One of my husband's favorite fragrances. I absolutely adore it. Worth every last single penny, okay? And another fragrance from the Christian Louboutin's Louis World line is this that I absolutely adore. This is, look at that. I mean, look at that bottle, you guys. Oh my goodness, look at that, the attention to detail with that little red stone there. This is Louis Raj from the Louis World collection. Oh, this is the most sultry, sultry, sultry leather fragrance if I ever smelled one. Leather, when it's done right, can be so luxurious in fragrances. So beautiful, so luxurious, so sophisticated, sultry even, you know. There is suede in this fragrance, which is what gives the leather a coat. Beautifully done, smooth suede. Pink pepper in the opening with that feeling of happiness, you know, that it gives that beautiful soft spice that is pink pepper, and loads of woodiness in the base. And I tell you guys, there's a lot of musk in here, which makes it even sexier. I want to say there's some kind of sexy, sultry herbal note in here too, like either davana or cypriol oil, although it's not revealed in the fragrance composition. It's absolutely stunning. Worth every last single penny. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a night out fragrance for like most fabulous nights out that you have. Don't wait for one though. Wear it. And of course, the last from the line, one of the latest actually, is this Christian Louboutin's Louis Mar. This, you guys, I love. Fell in love because of my husband, because he is absolutely bonkers for this fragrance. He loves this kind of scent profile, the salty vanillas. He loves the salty vanillas on me. He finds them very sexy because salty vanillas give this sort of like illusion of you having sexy skin naturally, like, you know, just sexy sultry skin naturally. Like it smells like warm hot skin that's been sunbathing, you know, and you just smell so amazing naturally. So this one has a bit of tuberose, but it's not your bubblegum is tuberose, because there's a salty note in here, salt literally, that moderates the sweetness of the fragrance, which kept it from being a sweet fragrance, you know. And oh, some white florals, other white florals, and vanilla, of course. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. I just love this. This is very nautical themed, as you can see. This is actually the Christian Louboutin heels. I absolutely love the designs of every one of their bottles. So worth the money. Men seem to love it. Sometimes it's not the super sweet fragrances that men like. They like that sort of like tropical, most like sexy skin smelling ones too. Another fragrance line that I find worth every penny you spend is of course the La Nuit Trésor line from Lancôme. And I have all of them here. Like I have like the entire line pretty much, you guys. I'm not gonna talk about all of them, but I will say the whole line I find to be worth every penny. This one right here, A La Folie. This has the original La Nuit Trésor DNA, the original right here that I have. I love, which I love, by the way, original I love as well. It has the coffee, all those gourmet notes the original has, you know, I believe most of them in here. But the thing that is different about this is that this has a heightened amount of vanilla. So it's like a vanilla focused one. Absolutely gorgeous, worth every penny that you spend. Another good one is this one, the Nude, which is coconut and vanilla. La Nuit Trésor Nude. I pretty much like the entire line, and I feel all of them are so worth the money. And here is another really beautifully unique fragrance. This is a, first of all, alcohol free. So this fragrance, you guys, this is, let me tell you what it is. First, this is J'adore Dior Parfum d'Or. You guys, this one is a alcohol. Gosh, it smells so good. This smells like a very expensive fragrance. It smells like a very, like a woman dressed all in designer clothes, you know, with her designer luggage going through an airport. Oh my gosh, this smells so pretty. This is a very white floral, creamy white floral. It has gardenia, magnolia, all these like beautiful jasmine, all these beautiful creamy white florals. The gardenia in here, or the magnolia in here, smell like a freshly picked magnolia. You know how when you pick the flower, there's a little bit of like that milky sap. It kind of, you get a little bit of that too from that, like, so that's like the greenness you get in here. So there's a little bit of a greenness in this fragrance too. And speaking of, the juice actually is very milky. Do you see how that's white? It's like a white, creamy, milky, oh, it's like a fresh picked from the garden magnolia, gardenia bucket, you know, like put your head in it. That's what this smells like. Like you can smell that green sap, the greenness in it. Oh, it's such a gorgeous fragrance. And surprisingly, it lasts a long time and has great sillage projection. This, oh, so gorgeous, so gorgeous. I love to pair this with the matching J'adore line, the gel with the glitter, like the shiny specks, so good. And there's the, of course, the J'adore cream. I love to layer this with them. What was I saying? Yeah, alcohol free. So because it's alcohol free, you can actually spray it in your hair, you guys, okay? Worth every penny. I am actually almost, I don't think you guys can see, I'm like down to here. I need to get a new one from the Sephora sale. Two other fragrances that I think are so worth every penny. It's Tom Ford. Tom Ford in general tends to be worth every penny, but of course I have two very particular ones that I love. These two right here. It's Lost Cherry and Electric Cherry. Now I will say it is worth every penny because of the scent profile and the compliments, but I will say it doesn't last too long. So I do deduct a point or two there, but I still consider it worth every penny because there's no other cherry fragrance like this, you guys. This is what started the whole cherry almond craze. You know, now every brand and their dog has, you know, a cherry almond fragrance, right? This one, ooh, Tom Ford is always very original. This has, of course, cherry. It's a boozy cherry, okay? This has cherry, almond, of course, with a lot of other beautiful notes, but also a boozy note. I think is it rum? Something boozy in here, brandy or rum or something. Absolutely gorgeous. My husband loves this. It does get compliments for the hours it does last. And here's the other one, I think even more worth the money than that one. This is Electric Cherry, only because men seem to just love this fragrance, including my husband, who had a very strong reaction to this the first time he smelled it on me, let's just say. Okay, this is Electric Cherry. This is a beautiful, more sour leaning cherry with beautiful like springtime kind of flowers, cherry blossom smelling almost, you know, but I think it has like other white florals, maybe jasmine. I can't remember what other florals, but this is a beautiful like light cherry blossom almost smelling fragrance, because it's the lighter sour cherry, not the dark cherry, with those beautiful florals, you know. It's got a nice amount of vanilla. My husband is like putty for this. It's absolutely gorgeous, worth every penny. Now I have a couple of vanilla fragrances. Actually, I have more than one couple of vanilla fragrances. Even the Valentino ones, they're vanilla dominant fragrances. Okay, so this one is the old packaging, but this is Spiritueuse de Bleu Vanille by Guerlain. You guys, this one, is a boozy vanilla that is absolutely stunning. It's a very sophisticated kind of gourmet vanilla. It has a bit of almost a dessert vibe, boozy vanilla dessert vibe. Worth every penny, in my opinion. Vanilla fragrances are worth your investment because men love it, women love it. Who doesn't like vanilla, right? And then, of course, Van Cleef and Arpels, this Orchidée Vanille, you guys. This is, ooh, it's a choco vanilla. Is it chocolate or cacao powder in here? This has chocolate, okay? It adds the gourmet dimension, another layer to it on top of the vanilla. It has vanilla orchid, vanilla, cacao, or chocolate. I can't remember which, but absolutely worth every penny. It's one of the most amazing, best vanilla fragrances out there. And these two actually, they're very old and everybody's forgotten about these. They don't even really talk about it anymore. This is Lancôme Oud Bouquet. I have the old version and the new version here. They're both gorgeous. They're jammy rose fragrances. Ooh, very strong, like strongly gourmet fragrances, you guys. It's like sweet, very jammy, you know, like really syrupy jammy fragrance, like a jammy rose. It's got rose in it. Obviously there's praline in it, all these gourmet notes, you know. It's a sweet jammy rose. The oud is quite evident in here. To me, there's a difference between these two fragrances. Lancôme swears that there is no difference, but I tell you, this one is jammier and more refined, in my opinion, than the new version, but the difference is very difficult to even detect, so don't worry about it if you don't have this, you guys. This is just as good. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. I will still love it no matter how many new things come out. Now, of course, that's the Lancôme's Maison Lancôme line, the more privé, exclusive, more expensive line of fragrances. This one is a gorgeous vanilla dominant one with the original black opium DNA. It has it, but with the added bucket of vanilla. This is very smooth, very gourmet, smooth vanilla. Beautiful. It has a lactonic creamy vibe to it as well. I believe it has, is it whipped cream or something creamy in it. Then I have a few Chanel fragrances that I think are worth every penny. First one is Gabrielle Chanel. This is the Le Parfum, or is it Parfum? Yeah, Parfum version. So as you can see, this fits on my palm. It's tiny. This is a highly concentrated version of the original Gabrielle Chanel. This has ylang ylang and all these gorgeous tropical florals. It's absolutely beautiful, you guys. Very sophisticated smelling, very like high-end smelling. Lasts forever because it's so highly oil, like it's a high oil concentration. Beautiful fragrance, absolutely worth every penny. And then I have Chanel Paris. Paris, I don't think many people know this fragrance. It's a rose patchouli fragrance. So if you're not a fan of the earthy patchouli scent, then you're not going to consider this worth your money. I do, because it smells highly sophisticated, very Chanel, very much the Chanel DNA. This it gets actually compliments. I wear this when I go like luxury shopping mostly, and it just fits the mood. Then I have this fragrance right here, which my husband absolutely adores on me. This is actually a flanker to the original. This is Ma Guerlain Intense by Guerlain. You guys, this one is like the original. Of course, it's a lavender vanilla fragrance. This one is more lavender forward than vanilla, but this one is even more gorgeous because it does have that lavender herbal sultry intrigue, but only with a bucket of vanilla, you guys. This has like 4 doses of vanilla, if I'm not mistaken. It has like tonka bean, vanilla, there's two types of vanilla and Madagascar vanilla, I think, and then tonka bean, and then benzoin. That's so many types of vanilla. Like benzoin is a resin kind of version of vanilla, you know. Benzoin smells like vanilla, you know. So, and tonka bean is a more deeper smelling vanilla kind of scent. It's vanilla forward. It's really gorgeous. It has like the sultriness, which is lavender is an herbal note, very sultry. This has iris, rose, and you know, bunch of like beautiful florals in here too, and a load of musk. My husband loves this. I like to wear this at nighttime when we're having like a Netflix night in or date night in type of thing, you know. Original is great too, but the Intense is where it's at. You guys, another one my husband absolutely loves on me is this one of his favorite fragrances. This is Narciso Hombre by Narciso Rodriguez. You guys, this one is a gorgeous tropical musky fragrance. You know, Narciso has so many fragrances like rose and musk, or gardenia and musk, you know, white floral and musk, rose and musk, all these like combinations. And I never thought tropical florals like frangipani would go with musk with a musk heavy composition like this. It would work well, but it did. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. This has frangipani, one of my utmost favorite tropical florals ever. It's absolutely gorgeous. My husband loves this. He finds it absolutely sexy, worth every penny. Then I have here La Perla Possibilities, you guys. This is very spicy. You know, there's like a slight pepperiness in this fragrance because of the Akigala wood. Akigala wood is a woody note that has a slight kind of peppery, slight patchouli vibe, you know, which adds so much intrigue to this fragrance on the dry down, but you can smell it even from the get-go. This has like juicy black currant and pink pepper and all that in the opening, like freesia and all that. There's loads of rose and petalia and orange blossom, this beautiful floral notes. It's got cashmere wood, vanilla, loads of vanilla, Akigala wood, and ambergris. I think ambergris has that sort of marine vibes, you know, woody marine vibes. Anyway, this almost has like that orange blossom part of this almost gives you like throwbacks to Love Don't Be Shy, but it's not sweet like Love Don't Be Shy. Don't even go there. They're not alike at all, but you know, it has a little bit of a Love Don't Be Shy DNA, but absolutely feminine, gorgeous fragrance, worth every penny. Then I have this beauty right here. To me, this is worth every penny. My husband surprisingly loves this on me. This is Tom Ford Black Orchid. This is a very unique, sweet fragrance, you guys. It's got like truffle in it, for example. It gives this sort of earthy, gorgeous, delicious, almost gourmet vibe, but it's earthy. But it has all these like complicated amount of notes, like there's juicy pear, black currant, every floral under the sun, like ylang, rose, orchid, jasmine, I mean, name it, and there's a lot of exotic fruity notes in here, loads of citruses. There's even like smoky notes like incense, you know, and chocolate and vanilla and woody notes and sandalwood and amber. I mean, this has got a lot of notes. It's a very complicated composition. Very dark, smoky, sultry, gourmand, beautiful fragrance. I told you I have a fragrance that has like lipstick vibes. It's this one, My Way Parfum. The original, I have the original My Way, which is very like girly, you know, tuberose fragrance. Then My Way Intense, which has a more heightened citrus nuance. This one puts them away. This one has a little bit of that DNA, but this one goes in a very different direction. This is very powdery. This has iris and violet and all these like sexy feminine notes. Iris in particular tends to give fragrances like this lipstick vibe, and the iris that's in here is a particular type of iris that's even more like makeup type of lipstick vibes. Has tuberose, this one, but the iris is what shines, the star of the fragrance. Loads of vanilla, loads of musk. It smells like I think of a woman, burlesque dancer or cabaret dancer or some kind of like singer or somebody in their dressing room, you know, in their like costume, like red, beautiful outfit, putting on red lipstick. When I wear this, you guys, worth every penny. Then we have Bronze Goddess. I don't need to say much. You guys know I love this fragrance. This is that salty kind of vanilla type fragrances, suntan vibes. This reminds me of a gorgeous woman sunbathing on a tropical beach. Smells like you naturally smell sexy, you know, that kind of vibe. This has loads of coconut, tiare flower, one of the most hypnotic, gorgeous tropical floral notes, loads of vanilla, even a slight saltiness, remind you of the beach. Absolutely worth every penny. Then we have Hypnotic Poison. You guys, this is a classic at this point. This is the Eau de Toilette. Actually, one of the few occasions the Eau de Toilette is better than the Eau de Parfum. Oh, I love the bottle. This beautiful poison apple look. You know, this gives like the gorgeous, sexy villain vibes, like the baddie vibes, you know, like hypnotic, mysterious woman vibes. It's a very musky vanilla. It has like a little bit of coconuts, juicy plum, all these like intriguing notes. There's of course white florals like tuberose, jasmine. This has a little bit of an almond nuance from the almonds. Loads of vanilla with the musk. Creates this really kind of hypnotic, perfect name for this fragrance, I gotta say. From the Dior Privé line, I only picked one because honestly I do recommend all of them. Most of them, maybe not all of them. I don't like Eden Rock, you know, just a couple of them. But most of them I really love. But I picked one. This is Jasmin d'Ange, you guys. This is the beautiful apricot jasmine. Okay, so this has jasmine with apricot, and the jasmine in here is not even a little bit indolic. It's a very sweet kind of jasmine, very beautiful, very feminine. It's like walking through a field of jasmines, really. That apricot kind of adds that perfect like fruity touch to this. Gives it a little bit of a honeyed nuance as well. Absolutely gorgeous. I love to pair this with the Jasmin d'Ange body wash from the line, and then the body cream, the really thick one. That's amazing. So it makes it last longer. I will say this is not the most long-lasting fragrance, I should say that, but I still consider it worth every penny just because how beautiful that composition is. I almost forgot to talk about it because I can't find it, you guys. It's a brand new release in the line Givenchy L'Interdit line. It is of course a Givenchy L'Interdit Rouge Ultime fragrance. It's that gorgeous super red bottle. I'll put my Instagram video of it up here. Can't find it. I wore it to work and I put it in my purse, but I don't know where it is. Might be in the car, but anyway, I didn't want to spend a lot of time looking for it. This is a gorgeous fragrance. I would say from the entire L'Interdit line, I think this one is the winner. I actually did a first store flanker video comparing originals and flankers. It's a series on my channel. My latest video, I compared that one to the rest of the L'Interdit line, including the original. Check it out. Also, I forgot to mention, I actually did a video comparing the Tom Ford Cherry line. Check that video out too. I'll link all of that down in the description box. The thing that's unique about the, you know, like the L'Interdit line is all about tuberose. Like the original was very tuberose heavy, but this one is not bubblegummy or tuberose like the original, you guys. There's something very, even more deliciously super feminine, dripping with femininity about this. This one has a sweetness like no other. This one supposedly has cacao pod, the pod, you know, so there's like a little bit of like a lipsticky vibe in this fragrance. This does have tuberose too, but it has other like ones like neroli, you know, orange blossom and all that. The thing about this fragrance is it has a little bit of, I think, white tobacco, I want to say, so makes it like unique there as well. A little bit of ambroxan. I don't know what is it about this fragrance. It smells, It doesn't have blood orange like the L'Entre de Rouge. It doesn't have a citrusy vibe. It's very much like a makeup kind of vibe, red lipstick kind of vibe, you know? Absolutely worth every penny. From the entire line, I would say that's the one I like the most. From the entire C line, the Giorgio Armani C line, my favorite is the new cnc&x. Of course, there was an older version to the black bottle, which I also love. I love the entire line and I would recommend it and consider the entire line worth every penny, but this one is even more so. This one is the ambery one in the collection or in the line. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is super like ambery and it has Davana, you guys. Davana is a very sexy, sultry, herbally note, which makes this fragrance so sultry. There's ambroxan and everything in here, which I also love. It has that marine kind of nuance. You know what I mean? Absolutely gorgeous cnc&x. That's a lot of designer fragrances that I consider worth every penny. They are absolutely stunning. I love that they're in my collection. I'll always wear them no matter how many niche fragrances get added on to my collection. Let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on these fragrances. What do you consider worth every penny? The designer ones in your collection. Don't forget to check out my niche version of this video. Niche fragrances that are worth every penny down in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, which 30% of you watching my videos haven't subscribed yet. Please do me a favor and subscribe. Why not? If you're watching my videos, why not help me out? Grow my community. Also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will see you guys in my next video.